Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
And it is going to be the Kazante regardless. This is Whippo throwing down the gauntlet. This is something that has happened to Impact throughout his career, where back in GP metas,
Full commitment.
Yeah, inspired
coming
seeing
now.
maybe he can turn it into a flip. Umpty's got it low, down to about 750. Bucio with the dredge line onto Yon, but it ain't gonna matter. They've already claimed the Drake for the side of Team Liquid. Bucio's about to drop it. It's first blood over to Core JJ. 1-0 TL.
FlyQuest are so split there, and it was kind of
The fact that Team Liquid's gonna look for this. Very scary on the volley bear. You just turn the turret off. The dives become very simple at that point. And here comes Mob. It's Yon picking up the kill. FlyQuest knew this was coming, and they still lose Bucio.
Yeah, another questionable.
Summoned up. They're going to bring more reinforcements. APA is joined back up, and he'll immediately go back to the wave in mid. FlyQuest maintaining control over the Drake. 4 men strong. Got it down to about 500 HP. It'll be secured by Fly, but now they got to try to get away. Here comes the Weaver's Wall, and Bucio is again the target. Impact has been brought into the fray now, and he goes in as Jensen tries to get away, but the damage just pours through, and Yon kills him with the snot. It's a 4-0 game for TL.
I love this call because they commit Impact's teleport to get an extra kill, and even though an Urgot is going to get tower plates on top side, those tower plates, they're not even done. They get an extra flash. Those tower plates are
past 125 stacks, and Masu and Bucio have not seen Volibear since they saw him walk down towards bot, so they are backing off that. But the stacking really starts to accelerate as you get that splash damage as well.
There's not even a flash required. They just immediately go for the wombo on Jensen. Inspire tries to turn it around, but there ain't no damage. APA escapes, and both top laners are ready to join the scrap. Inspired, gonna get juggled around here next. There goes another rock. There goes a double kill for APA. Bucio tries to hook somebody in, but FlyQuest is already down 2 men. Team Liquid, 6-0.
When I'm looking at the scoreboard and then I press tab and I see that there's a Smolder on the other team, like that makes me feel terrible when you're this behind early, and Jensen likely to die again.
Yeah, Umpty just jumps at him here with a Sky Splitter. APA can set up the easy knockback with a seismic shove. Inspire tries to jump in and kill off the Talia, but it ain't gonna work. APA goes on a killing spree and Jensen drops. Yon picking up the next one. There goes Inspired. Here's your loot pinata from Bucio. It's 3 dead for FlyQuest. Team Liquid is lead. It'll need a little bit more, but there's plenty of firepower here. There it is. Sky Splitter from Umpty just doing the work to zone away the rest of FlyQuest. Whippo and Inspired are going to try to make a move on Impact here on the bottom side, but Impact goes all out. He's looking to try to deal with Whippo here. He wants to get away. Inspired chasing after. It's a full-on team fight. There comes your suppression. Whippo's grabbing the first kill, but Umpty's killed Inspired back in a trade. It'll be a 1-for-1 here at the start. Team Liquid still looking to see if they can find any more, and that potential seismic shove forces the flash out of Masu.
the only benefit here for FlyQuest is that since they're so far behind, they have objective bounties up, and Jensen did get the top side objective bounty on the tower, but your whole base is still getting destroyed here. TL are steamrolling through your territory. Look at the jungle lit up with wards now as well. They can get their reset up. Never mind. Umpty's even looking aggressive again. There's no flash on Masu.
And when Smolder gets ahead, you just get even more ahead because you're buying all that early CDR. They're going to look for the fight.
They're just immediately looking to burst Bucio instead, but now Umpty's got to be careful because Whipple's ready to chase him down. Core JJ keeps him alive with Devour, and now the Abyssal dive to go after the isolated Urgot. Whipple's going to be focused, going to be exploded, I would have to assume. One last hit from Yawn, and the man is gone. Team Liquid, 11-1.
Core JJ makes it look so easy. He goes Tom Kench ultimate into tongue lash hit into confirming the Abyssal Voyage. Actually, such a
Find that big fear on multiple people with that ulti. Maybe they can make something happen.
All right, fight starting out as Whippo's the first target. The seismic shove right back into the unraveled earth, but now Bucio's going for the dredge line. Whippo barely getting away for now. They shoot out the harpoon, but they aren't going to find the fear beyond death just yet. Inspire charging into the back, looking for Yon, but he ain't going to grab him. Yon goes unstoppable, and now Whippo's about to drop too. Impact is fearless on the front line as Bucio and Masu head for the hills, but the Weaver's Wall is ready to ride, and Bucio is gone again. A double kill back to Impact. Team Liquid, don't lose a single man.
What is happening? 14-1 for TL. They are stomping Fly.
And now Core JJ forces out another flash. Jensen without that summoner spell. There's no way for him and Masu to try to challenge for this Baron. It's Team Liquid completely running the show, start to finish, in game number 1. 23 minutes in, and they're gonna claim a Baron.
So I was gonna be like, oh my God, their team might be back in all chat.
Yapped in America. Okay, that one's even better than Yappa.
Yapped in America.
I like the original.
The Team
but...
Liquid Avengers, man. They are just clobbering them this game. Impact versus Whippo. Impact, it decides he wants the fight. Whippo trying to get away back over the wall there with a flash, but Team Liquid brought more firepower. Yawn is dominating. He's at that break point, 240 stacks, 5v4 for TL for the next 40 seconds.
Impact heard Whippo talking trash before the series. He'll take the tank into your counter pick and he'll beat you anyway.
Umpty coming in here. The engage from the volley bear is there again. Yawn is godlike. Team Liquid looking to end this one right now. Busio drops next. A triple kill for the Smolder. Tail is on his time. Song is on his ride. Look at that, man. Smolder just runs him down once he's got that break point. Now Team Liquid, with nobody to oppose them, goes straight for the Nexus turrets, straight for the Nexus right after. 19-1, 11,000 gold ahead. Team Liquid slaughters FlyQuest in game 1.
25.5-minute game with Smolder.
You can gank very easily. You press flash W, the guy's stunned.
Yeah.
You know, decent Q sim, he's just gonna
Kill threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the same time.
7. After all chat starts getting featured on broadcast, 14-3. The more people that see his
They're gonna find him. Hey.
the more powerful he gets.
Hold on, it's a 2v2 here in the mid lane. A lot of burst down into APA. He tries to get out. Jensen needs a little more damage.
Oh!
He's not gonna get it! APA lives!
No way! They got the early start, the guaranteed Q, and they still win.
Meanwhile, bottom side, it's breaking out into even more violence. It's Cleanse, Ignite, and Flash using the side of FlyQuest down here.
Just barely unable to get the range for that auto.
Yeah, Inspired wanted to flash in to get the last hit, but it didn't work. Now Impact might just get a solo kill. What was Whippo talking about, where Impact's not the guy who can carry the game?
Wait, and now you flash to kill yourself
trying
anyway?
to juke around, but he just wastes the summoner spell. Impact gets a solo and a cherry on top.
Top gap! Oh my God, back-to-back Casantes. Because he was the one questioning it.
Honestly,
It's Kobe 1, Kobe 2, Kobe 3. Oh, no, it's not trash talk.
the question mark is the most efficient of trash talks.
Oh yeah, it's
Bottom
the
side,
classic. Abyssal Dive brings Core JJ in between Busio and an escape route, but Inspired's waiting for the 3v3.
Oh my.
Busio's gonna drop first. Yawn's still alive for now, but Inspired picks him up. Core and Umpty still trying to find more on the back end of this fight as Masu has to flash back away. Over in mid lane, APA's under pressure as a rotation from Whipple's gonna find a kill there. It ends up being a 1-for-1 in bottom lane, but the trade ultimately favors FlyQuest globally because of mid.
And
You can see Jensen now just about getting back to lane, and he's going to have that full wave at his tower to farm.
Let's take another look at what happened here in mid.
once you close that gap, good roam from Whippo on the timing here.
Yeah, and that's one of the things Bippo has always been really good at. Finding these timings, get out on the map, make something happen, even if his lane isn't going well.
Oh, nice hook from Busio. This is what FlyQuest wanted from him in that first game. And finally, he delivers here in game number 2 to tie.
Bot lane is looking so much better. You know, they're up 20 CS or more for Masu, and he got the kill and the assist. Impact potentially in trouble.
Yeah, Impact's gonna have to try to get away from Whippo here as the dominance is used. They gotta make sure they don't give Cassante the angle to go all out and try to isolate one of them. The burst is enough, and Whippo will cull the meek. Impact drops, FlyQuest takes the lead.
And that's just a really smart play of Whippo trailing through the brush there. Kind of lane ganked his own lane, going through the brush on
The
the...
Cassante is very squishy to the Annie right now, whereas Bippo basically has absolutely no chance in the 1v1. So I think it's smart. It's good map movement here from Jensen to get out there on the map.
All right, neutral objectives look like they're just going to be traded this time around as the second Drake goes over to Team Liquid. Never mind. Busio repeating what happened in game number 1, or is he? Masu's ready to keep him alive now, and APA's in trouble. He's stuck in the river with no way out. Masu's going to make sure he drowns. FlyQuest finds kill number 5 as Core and Yawn try to get away. Busio and Whippo still looking to chase these guys down as Jensen will not have enough damage to kill off anymore. FlyQuest are up 1,000 gold.
Busio's
Him as that point, and it worked out a lot of the time. But now, let's see how things are going to play out as we have our split screen view. Inspired on the Rift Herald, Jensen getting collapsed on here in the bottom lane. He'll try to defend himself underneath the tier 1 turret, but it's Impact and Umpty in a 2v1. Jensen just tries to burst down the Cassante. He flashes away from the burst from Sejuani, but Impact's gone all out, and APA showing up collects the kill. Now Masu and Busio versus Yawn and Core back in the mid lane. This 2v2 isn't going to go anywhere. Busio does not want to try to dive these guys so close to that turret. Inspired Inspired has enough time to pick up the Herald. That's what Masu and Busio are fighting for, while Bwipo is split pushing back in the top lane towards the tier 2 at the same time.
Here, maybe Inspired pulls some tricks and like tries to steal or something, but I don't think you want to commit to this dragon fight. Wait until the actual Dragon Soul.
Yeah, they're going in. They're ready to start fighting. They're going to try to burst down Impact before anything else. Inspired makes his way into the back and just steals the Drake. It was all a distraction, a bamboozle from FlyQuest. The only thing they're going to lose is Tibbers, and Bwipo takes the tier 2 in the top lane as well.
So good on the call there. They don't want the actual fight. They just want to steal and keep Renekton split pushing. 2 for 1 on objectives. Lee Sin with your Q is so good at securing these smite fights. So Umpty didn't even want to try and fight it. And now,
oh, nicely Spider-Man by Busio. The dredge line into the wall to buffer through that seismic shove. APA now in danger. Busio re-engaging with the enemy mid. And Team Liquid has to try to get out. Inspired wants to jump in. Core JJ forced to save APA as Bwipo makes his entrance into the fight. A beautiful kick onto Yawn. Inspired does it again with the Lee Sin. FlyQuest pick up the kill on the Varus. They don't lose a man doing it until Impact finds Masu in the very back. It'll be 80 carry for so far, but FlyQuest
out of here. Honestly though, Busio and Inspired turning that last play with the flash hook onto APA, and then Inspired going in and getting the hook. Bwipo wants to...
APA does not hit the seismic shove. Bwipo's still chasing after him, but he's already used the cooldown. Still 5 more seconds before he's got the slice. He's really in there, boys. This Croc is, oh, he finds the stun off the Weaver's wall, but the Seraph's Embrace will keep Bwipo, but only for a moment. Bwipo will die, but he will drag APA down to hell with him.
So it's kind of hard to see on the overlay, but Core JJ did not have ultimate there. At the beginning, you could see
Impact runs away from the Tibbers. It is under 2 minutes now until our next Drake spawns. Still a Team Liquid lead in that department, but now a TP coming in to reinforce Impact. They're trying to make a move onto Jensen while the rest of FlyQuest has eyes on Baron. Can Jensen buy enough time? He flashes out of the seismic shove, and Tibbers is still burning Impact down. Jensen is just going to waste as much time as humanly possible. Tibbers is still beating Impact in the 1v1. Barely alive now. Finally, the Bear's gonna die. APA should be able to pick up the kill here on the Annie. He's gonna get that, but now the fight back up in the Baron. Team Liquid trying to stop him, but they're stuck in a 3v4. Impact is making his way up, but the problem is he's got barely any HP to do it with. Inspired and Masu still with control over the Baron pit. Right now, Nautilus ulti down on Yawn as APA tries to ride the wall into the fight now. Seismic Shove ain't gonna find a whole lot just yet. It's gonna be stolen by Umpty, and Team Liquid claims the objective. Now Busio drops, and it's a double kill for Yawn. FlyQuest fall to pieces, and Team Liquid answer the challenge.
It was actually a good set.
Chains of corruption. Busio is going to lose about 60% health on that one, and Team Liquid, with their newfound control over the Rift, they are going to claim soul point.
It's going to be up to the X Factor champions over on FlyQuest. You got to find a big kick or a big engage that hit multiple members. It can't just be on one.
Oh, he tried to go in for Yawn, but there's no follow-up. What is Inspired doing? He's just going to be killed instead. Impact gets the shutdown. Now Bwipo's in the middle of everybody all alone. Yawn's finally shut down, and the Croc finds his man. Core JJ tries to escape, and Bwipo is dominating the fight. FlyQuest find the angle. Inspired sacrifice is not in vain. Umpty will at least get Busio on his way out, but APA is stuck behind enemy lines, and FlyQuest gets a 4 for 2.
Yeah, Jensen and Masu were on
fought in the bigger fights, and it gave them the edge they needed. Now Impact's about to face check as Bwipo pops the Dominus to charge up the Fury. It's only him and Busio right now, so not a ton of damage to try to kill this tank. Inspired is going to show up. There's your Pathmaker. Impact trying to go unstoppable here. He'll bring one of the guys through the wall with him here with the all-out. Impact still trying to escape, while the rest of Team Liquid goes for the tier 2 turret back in the mid lane. Inspired with a dragon kick to the head as Jensen and Masu now try to mount the 2v4 defense. Jensen's on the right side of the Weaver's wall, and Masu has to flash away from the wrong side. Now Jensen gets a multi-stun, and Core's barely hanging on. Flash over the wall from Busio, and the Riptide rips Core apart. Now Umpty tries to escape as Inspired kills Yawn. Masu wants to cut away from APA, but he can't do it today. A double kill for the mid laner from Team Liquid, but surely he will not escape. He kites back into the enemy base, and the ace comes through for FlyQuest.
The cavalry arrives for FlyQuest. That ultimate onto Yawn, and then as soon as that's gone, they're going to send everything onto Yawn while that Tahm Kench has no ulti. It's really good play here, layering those cooldowns.
And they're going to give up that dragon, even though it is Dragon Soul possibility. It goes, and you start to be starved for damage. And so positioning really matters. Look at this flank from Whippo up here. Sneaky Crocodile.
I'd also say TL really need to be the ones starting out the fight. If they can be the ones pushing out cooldowns, it's going to go so much better for them as Inspired's looking.
Yeah, Inspired wanted to jump in and try to find Yon, but now Whippo has made the flank happen. The burst comes through. Yon stays alive, but they kick him back over the wall, so even once he gets spit out, he can't participate in the fight. CoreJJ jumps in the middle of everybody, but it's just a food delivery. APA is going to be focused down next as Whippo continues to survive and thrive. He pushes forward with FlyQuest. Every man still going. Impact gets the kill on Busio, but it costs them everything. A double kill for Jensen, an ace for one for FlyQuest.
And that could potentially be it. Look at the timers there. They're seeing if they can actually tank this up. They just have one minion. The next one's coming in, but they're pushing for the Nexus, and they're pushing for the tie.
It's 10 seconds on Core. It's so much longer on everybody else. Game number 1 was a stomp, but FlyQuest woke up for game number 2. They're gonna try to finish this one right now as CoreJJ dives in alone, only to stand and die alone. Core falls, FlyQuest ties up the series. It's 1-1.
Wake up call received loud and clear. FlyQuest. The gameplay comes out for Whippo. We actually mentioned this on the live. On the live.
Your TP is so important, right? And he doesn't have TP. Whippo TP's back, pushes him out, and now Whippo's going to be zoning him completely off.
Yeah, Whippo's got him zoned away, but Busio's now the focus here in this bot side 3v3. APA already used the falling star back in mid to force Jensen away and blow his flash, but it's first blood over to Umpty's Jax. FlyQuest now in retreat as Inspired and Masu try to get back. Jensen's made the rotation over, but the Tibbers was also used earlier. Both mid laners have joined the fight, but it's already over for FlyQuest. Inspired barely careful though. He does not want to overcommit in the bot side river. This was the tragedy of game number 1 for FlyQuest. And now with APA down here to help burn it away. There it is, up
money for themselves and maybe
Busio
some catfish food.
Yeah.
Let's see, this is a 3v1.
Busio's gonna try to endure this, tank it up. The burst is pretty significant though. CoreJJ, one more turret shot, nearly kills him.
Calculated.
But close don't count. Team Liquid pick up their second kill of the game. They're gonna get a ton of plate money too. Inspired, Masu and Whippo seeing if they can find some kind of an answer across the map here. But now a TP will reinforce the bottom lane turret for FlyQuest. The catfish is back as Impact gets dove as the Dawning Shadow does not do enough damage to kill him off. Whippo's still looking for one last shot. The point blank pistol as APA finishes him. That'll be a 1-for-1 here in the top lane.
Yeah, Busio TP's back for round 2 as they get the dive on Impact and Link to Infinity. And you're going to be playing a champion that's losing inside lane. It's just kind of running around and gold carding people. So he's got to find some sort of action on the map.
Okay, Jensen and Inspired gonna try to get this kill on Impact here. They drop the Timbers, but Umpty's ready to respond. Now the GP ult trying to keep Jensen alive, but it ain't gonna work here just yet. Inspired needs more damage. They finally kill Impact off, but Umpty's about to make it 2 kills. Whippo barely surviving back in the mid lane. No! He dies to the burn from Leandres. Team Liquid's got a 6-2 game.
If they show the replay for the play and tried to force it there, and then Umpty is able to pick the other one because he flashes here, they get the extra turret shot. And so, as you say, really early Trinity Force, but bot side.
Immediately back from the replay, and Busio is down.
Sleeping. He's watching the other fight.
What is he doing?
He was asleep at the wheel. That is 100%. He ulted top, and he's watching the dive happen top, and he lost way too much health.
Where's the typing? Where's the typing?
Oh, he typed. APA's on a killing spree now as again, out of the replay. We're back to live.
With that trade.
And when we heard APA talk about their matchup against C9 and how they were able to beat them, he talked about how, yeah, they just gave us too much free stuff in side lanes. Like, they showed too many
Power gold, we will give you minion waves.
FlyQuest trying to come up and challenge as TL wants to go for the Drake. Whippo flashing over the wall to keep himself safe as Umpty tries to engage on Jensen, who has to flash out to barely escape himself. The singularity is down. FlyQuest is on the run. Whippo inspired and Jensen all barely hanging on as Monster tries to kite it out. He bumps the cliffs to get away from the gold card. Impact has to escape off to the side. Team Liquid has somehow not found a single kill off of that. FlyQuest will retreat in time.
That singularity was insane from APA, dragging Inspired away from the kill onto Umpty, so neither team drops a champion, but TL come out with the objective.
Okay, now, oh no, Busio The Tom Kench tries to flash out and live through it. The thick skin, he gets over the wall, and Busio lives.
I gotta say, I'm actually shocked that he bought a heart steal this late in the game. He's the champion, so it does get very, very scary. You can see APA actually picked up the Verdant Barrier, so working towards that Banshee's Veil, which I think is really smart against this burst comp.
Uh-oh, CoreJJ getting jumped on there by Inspired. He goes back in for the dredge line. Team Liquid loses their support before the fight even really starts, but now Jensen's about to drop to the Singularity. They barely keep him alive thanks to Busio, and Inspired gets shot down by Yon. Whipper wants to get in there, but he can't do any damage with the barrels. Umpty drops, and Jensen's the one dropping him. Team Liquid has lost support and jungler both, and Yon has no health and no summoner spells. FlyQuest is heading towards the Baron, and it's APA on defense.
Oh, Masu actually tagged it too. Autos start going immediately deleted, and it leads to too much pressure. Here we go.
All right, Whippo getting jumped on by Impact with APA right there. Whippo's flash is wasted. That is a huge pick for Team Liquid. Umpty is respawning in 3 seconds, and Whippo won't come back for another 40.
This is just really asol.
It's so much Baron DPS for TL's side. FlyQuest, you can see they're contemplating making some kind of an approach, but there's just no point in it, man. That Baron is TL's all day. 3,500 gold lead.
Did Fate ult to get them the pick that results in Baron, and now the better split push team has the Baron buff to split push with. He annihilates the turret on tower side. On top side there. A nice little sneaky dragon here from FlyQuest, but they're going to lose so much of their base.
Okay, there's your gangplank ulti. There's the Dawning Shadow, and they immediately push towards the tier 2. Jensen and Busio having to back away. That tier 2 is not long for this world. Yon gets rooted, but it's not like there's going to be any follow-up to it, really. The turret drops. Team Liquid up almost 5,000 gold still.
I feel like they do such a good job of checking their vision boxes first. They move in, they get their...
Getting that engage, he's just constantly going to draw you down and make someone respond to him.
FlyQuest trying to push out down the mid lane here, and once again, it's going to be Inspired jumping on CoreJJ, but he's got to be careful. Impact jumps in the middle of everybody. CoreJJ still barely going to stay alive for now. The skies descend, but nobody's dead on FlyQuest just yet. Umpty kills off Whippo. Inspired dying to the breath of life as Umpty grabs the double kill, and Busio heads for the hills. He tries to escape, but it's Masu about to die next. They can't quite find him, and APA's unstoppable. Masu and Jensen are running the wrong way, and APA's about to show him why. A double kill for the Dragon, and Jensen has nothing to do but wait for his own demise. He'll even waste the teleport trying to get away. A triple for APA, and the game is about to end.
TL split push eventually gets their victory.
They're on to Nexus turrets now, 15-6. Impact on the TF top, APA on the Aurelion Soul mid, and Team Liquid is going to match point.
Deathless on...
I will say he is self-counting himself, though.
He did.
People pick Olaf into Cassante, and Olaf is very good.
The bot lane comes, like, I guess we'll see.
No, Poppy's still burning it down. Sonic Wave hits Umpty. APA is waiting over the wall. Umpty secures the red buff, but now Jensen's coming in too. Inspired with only 400 HP. Umpty singing the same song. Sonic Wave, resonating striking coming through with the steadfast presence. His first blood of Jensen. Inspired lives. APA tries to flash in. He throws another rock, and he'll get the kill. But surely he drops to Jensen here. APA, no help, no mana, no way out. FlyQuest up 2-1.
Man, that event was crazy
For the red, the jungle battle is insane in game number 4.
Yeah, both of them knowing that the other one using their smites earlier, they're going to go for the dive.
It's the Hex Flash from Umpty. Jensen stuck underneath the turret. He doesn't have any way to fight back, and Inspired jumps in, but it's too little too late. CoreJJ jumping in next. He's ready to join up. Inspired barely misses the kill on Umpty. He's got him down to 50 HP. APA, nice seismic shove. Core flashing over the wall for the dredge line. The Riptide, the lockdown, the explode. Team Liquid takes the lead.
5 minutes, 5 kills, baby. We got action on a repeat jungle invade, and CoreJJ's jealous. He wanted a piece. Now Yon is left alone.
This is a big wave. If this dive works out, Yon's gonna lose on a lot. It'll be a 1-for-1 trade, but Masu gets the kill.
Yeah, that's still worth it there for Fly because of all the minions that you talked about, and Busio doesn't
Power here, so I think Team Liquid are going to be able to try and burn this one down, but Inspired's coming, and he stole a dragon before with Lee Sin quite easily in the face of Umpty. Definitely has a QQ burst damage.
He wants it. Umpty's ready with the steadfast presence. Inspired jumps into the pit. The Drake goes over to Inspired. inspired. FlyQuest bringing up the rumble. Masu's ready to go. Jensen gets the kill on Umpty. It's the Drake, it's the kill, it's the crab, it's the whole damn thing for FlyQuest.
That is pain for Team Liquid. Thank you for the leash and the...
Not in much shape for fighting. He heads into the topside river looking for some fruits, but Umpty's ready to answer him. Whippo, he goes CC immune. He wants to eat the honey fruits. It'll be a 1v2, and Impact will help Umpty smack him down.
Yeah, pretty good for him getting back in, but now Inspired knows jungle's on topside, so he's going.
It's another massive minion wave, and Inspired is ready to deny it to Yawn. Busio may again be the sacrificial lamb, but this time, Kallista's ready with a save. FlyQuest kill them both, and don't lose anybody.
It's so easy watching on Spectator to know what happened,
Yeah.
but from those moments, it basically looks like he just disappeared and then he came out of the bush below you.
And with Team Liquid investing in the bottom side presence to try to keep Yawn back in the game. Hold on now, APA going after Busio, but this is one of the big strengths of Kallista. You just saved the support, and meanwhile, Inspired is up grabbing that second set of grubs at the same time.
And every time you make a bot side play like that, opportunity cost is topside. The grubs are going over, like you say. Hey, Tibbers is doing some work on Impact.
And I just really like this, when they actually swap this around as bot lane.
Yeah, we've got another engage coming out. This time, there's no way to save Busio's life. He tries to bring Core with him with the overheated Flame Spitter plus Ignite, but he would have needed about 100 more damage. Now Masu still
Flashes away, bottom side. They're still going to be able to get the dragon here, but nice efficient little gank there to get a key summoner spell.
Yep, that dragon will go for free over to Team Liquid. Kallista was back in the base. Masu purchasing that completed Blade of the Ruined King meant that FlyQuest was not in any position to fight for that second Drake.
And Inspired re-invading here on the Raptors, trying to take these away. Does not have a smite, so he's just going to kick Umpty out, but doesn't look like he actually secured the big Raptor there. I think it's still alive. So that will reset, but they have taken all 6 grubs on top side, so it is a dragon.
Whippo's Olaf, they forced the Ragnarok out of him there as the dredge line would have sealed his fate otherwise. Gives APA enough time to burn down the turret, pick that one up for themselves. First turret of the game going over to TL, trying to equalize some of that gold, but Jensen's about to get the same thing back up in the top lane.
Yeah, on the left side of our stream, we saw that Busio roamed up and actually pushed Impact back, so it made him cancel his base. He couldn't actually
To push in and then look for his roams.
Yeah.
See if they can actually...
Ooh, Core wanting to go in there with the dredge line as Inspired re-engages on him, but now he's still stuck in the front. He flashes out of the way of the piercing arrow, but this time it's Umpty ready to cut him off. Impact grabs the kill, but the equalizer drops in over the top. Jensen doesn't have the damage, and APA is gonna grab a shutdown. Team Liquid finding money in the enemy jungle.
As soon as we mention it, they find the pick in the map right here, spread out, and Team Liquid capable of fighting, especially a team with so much CC, so by blowing the ulti, by blowing the ghost, they earn themselves dragon number 2.
And I really like how TL is actually playing
Over these Raptors that has occurred this game. This time around goes to Umpty, uncontested, for now.
He's in trouble though, he's gonna try to get away, but the CC is too much. Masu gets the kill credit, enemy jungler down for 30 seconds.
It's been foretold, if a Raptor dies, a jungler has to die. Goes down now. Inspired going to be able to come over with the rest of the squad. Jensen immediately dropping that Tibbers out of their control ward here in the sideline brush, and that's going to be enough to at least bait.
Grab back and forth in the mid lane. Baron still at over 8,000 health. It is not dropping quickly. You know that they want to make sure they get this Smite Rend combo correctly. They've already used the Ragnarok from Whippo's Olaf. FlyQuest still trying to burn the Baron down, but Busio's been killed. FlyQuest are forced away. The objective still got 3k HP. Inspired's barely alive. The rain of arrows. Yawn gets him with the auto attack. FlyQuest crumbles. Team Liquid just got gifted Baron control.
Thanks for the leash, FlyQuest. If you could get a kick in, get that kill, you can make something happen. But that being said, it's so tough against Talia, against Nautilus, against Poppy to actually get in there and make that play happen without it just getting stuffed and you dying for free.
The dash denial is so extreme on Team Liquid's side. FlyQuest is going to have to try to find a way to get control of the game back. They were 2,000 gold ahead for what felt like 10 minutes, and then with that one bad Baron call, it's a 5k swing the other way. Now a 3,000 gold lead for Team Liquid that also has a Drake advantage with the next
Look
one
at where
spawning in 1
Whippo's
minute.
sitting. He's above them. Umpty does spot him, so he was trying to look for an angle for a potential flank if TL did hard commit to it, but they're not going to go for it. And TL, again, like clockwork, they'll play through side lanes. They're so good in the mid game, in the late game. If they're not being pressured, they'll just slowly chip away at you. They take down that mid tier 1. Everyone leaves mid, so what does APA do? He backs off top. He knows that he's going to be pressured there. Impact pushes up bot. They're just playing based on where everyone could be from FlyQuest. Now, his team moves in the jungle. Umpty covers him. APA
One back for FlyQuest, but you can't live in the past. This is finals. This is elimination game.
And Busio may just get eliminated now with a dredge line from Core JJ. No rumble means no fight. I would have to assume Team Liquid should get this next Drake for free too.
For sure.
Range of Masu again, you know, to be able to actually get pulled back when you're that far out by yourself. It wasn't going to be able to survive, so they get the easy kill. And now Ghost being popped, they're looking for Whippo, and there's no tier 2 to protect him.
Ghost answered.
He's got the Ghost to get away, but it doesn't get you over terrain. Okay, but there's nobody else here. I mean, it's just Impact. I don't think they're that worried about it. They forced the Ragnarok out. However, there's the red carpet. Whippo's going to try to run Impact down. He doesn't get him quite yet. Impact's still alive in the front line as Jan grabs the killing spree back on Jensen. Impact lives as Jensen and Whippo both die.
Impact has that killer instinct. That is crazy. He went for that chase. He got it. He lived. And Team Liquid, they're going to end off of it.
They're going to TP back in. If they get one kill, the game is over. FlyQuest have the 3v5, have to defend.
Team Liquid wants to end this series right here. They do not have many minions to work with. The next wave coming now. So they'll back away.
This was not the roster that people expected TL to be winning the LCS with, and they are on the Baron, potentially one fight from winning the series.
Team Liquid starting it up, and FlyQuest, no, they can't afford to give it away. Impact on the front line yet again. Equalizer to try to stop his escape, but it ain't gonna work. A little bit of footwork gets him over that dangerous zone, and Inspired is very, very low to try to steal anything. There's already a wait for TL in the bottom lane. Busio's in the middle of everybody. Upti is still trying to stand and fight, but Busio's gonna grab the kill on him as Masu saves his support. Impact still trying to slice and dice his way through the middle of the team fight, but a nice seismic shove from APA to find Jensen. It's a 3v2 on the map, and it favors TL with their super minions marching onto the Nexus turrets.
Yeah, the super minions are marching on the Nexus, but they're pinging mid lane, so they're going to try to play
to try and get two, but APA here kind of saves the extra advantage for TL by landing that seismic shove. That's the difference maker in the easier reset in pushing out the extra wave, but we go right back to it.
Inspired, no flash.
Core JJ immediately engaging on the enemy jungler. That's a big kill. Yawn is godlike. Inspired is gone. And FlyQuest are staring down the barrel of a 4v5 against a Team Liquid that's already so far ahead. 6,500 gold. Umpty and Yawn just two-manning the Baron, while APA and Impact and Core can keep everybody else from FlyQuest at bay.
Yes, gold lead plus the stats from the Soul, so call it 13. And they will be able to push here to try to end the game against FlyQuest, who needs some sort of...
looking for a flank angle. They're looking for any sort of opening where they can get a surprise.
It even looks like they have bot pushing for them. That's stacking up as well. So TL going to be pushing up in 3 lanes. Here comes the Weaver's Wall to section them off. That tower is forfeit.
Exactly. The whole point is to just guarantee no defense of the tier 3 turret in the top lane. The bot lane inhib has respawned. So this top lane inhib would be the first one they kill if they can push up and claim it. They've got 2 of the Baron Enchanted Cannon minions ready to go. FlyQuest scrambling to try to defend. The mid lane tier 3 also under pressure. Core JJ with a dredge line and on Whippo. Equalizer comes in over the top. The Olaf still surviving for now. He's not going to get a whole lot done. Impact on the other side of the wall. He's just fine. Inspired's going to die first. Jensen's going to die second. Masu pulls Busio to safety. But what safety is even left? Dredge line ain't going to do it. And Team Liquid's on the victory march. Masu and Busio barely getting away back into the fountain as Whippo tries to front line. Team Liquid will run them over for the first time since 2019. Team Liquid is the best team in the LCS, and they are your Spring Split 2024 champions.